Hello, we're starting a new Chumash this Shabbat, Chumash Devarim, Parashat Devarim, Shabbat Chazon, and our parasha begins with the famous line, Ele Devarim asher diber Moshe el kol Yisrael be'ever HaYarden, במדבר, בערבה, מול סוף, בין פרן ובין תופל ולבן, בחצרות ודי זהב, etc. As it seems like this pasuk is just explaining where Moshe is talking in a very exact geographical place. But Rashi explains that we see that some of these places we have never seen them before, we've never heard of them before. The whole idea is that Moshe Rabbeinu is trying to teach Am Yisrael a lesson. He's reminding them of different transgressions that they have done in the past, different sins that they've been through. And he's trying to remind them of this in order that they will repent, in order that they won't return to that. He's teaching them a lesson. But he doesn't just bluntly come out and say, look at all the terrible things you've done, look at all the sins you've done, and look at what happened to you because of that. That'll come a bit later. But the first step is hinting to them, reminding them about certain situations and certain places and certain times in which they were not perfect, or maybe even far from perfect. I think there's something great to learn from Moshe Rabbeinu in this subject. How do you tell someone that they're wrong? How do you tell someone that they're doing something which is problematic? One way is to come to them and tell them, look, you're doing something wrong. Many times if we say this and if we're upset about it and if we feel strongly that this is very, very wrong, very far from the correct way, we'll come out, we'll say it with anger, we'll say it with passion. The answer will be that the person listening to us will just fight back, will explain to us how problematic we are, how problematic are the actions that we do, and how perfect they are, and what we said beforehand is completely wrong. But when you come to a person and you say it in a nice way, you hint it, you apologize, you bring it up in a situation where people can't blame others, but they're all together in the story. You do it in a very delicate manner. So then others can listen. They can open their ears, they can open their hearts, they can open their minds, and then from there you can change. From there you can accept those words of criticism that it's not fun to hear those words, but it very much depends on how it's told, what the reaction will be when you get it. And I think that today, in where we are as a country, it seems like there's a race. Every person is criticizing the other. Every political sector is blaming the other. The harsher the words, the more radical the terms, the better. And of course, that sounds amazing, that sounds great. But of course, if someone screams at you terrible stuff, terrible things, and he says, you're so problematic, you're a traitor, your answer won't be, you're right, I'm a traitor. The answer will usually be, but you are even worse. And then we get into a fight. But if people learn to express themselves, but take everything down, mellow what they have to say by 20%, hint what you have to say, and then do it together as a nation, then people can open their ears and hearts to listen, to accept. And I really hope that we have the zchut and we have the ability to really be able to do so as a society. Shabbat Shalom.